Welcome back to The Dang Good Show, and thank you for joining me for the final episode of our 3-part series, Living with Integrity, A Path to Authenticity and Fulfillment. If you've been with me through episode 38 and 39, you know we've covered the foundations of integrity and how to navigate the challenges of living with it in our day-to-day lives. But today, we're looking at the bigger picture. How integrity doesn't just change our lives, but also creates a ripple effect, impacting our relationships, communities, and even the world. This episode is about the legacy we leave when we choose to live with integrity. So, grab your favorite coffee, tea, or whatever makes you cozy, and let's dive into the transformative power of integrity. Let's start with a simple truth. When we live with integrity, it inspires others to do the same. Think about the people you admire, leaders, friends, mentors. What makes them stand out? Chances are, it's their ability to stay true to their values even when it's difficult. Integrity has a ripple effect. When we live authentically, it builds trust, strengthens relationships, and creates positive momentum in our communities. It's like throwing a pebble into a pond. The waves go far beyond the initial impact. A great example of this is from a past job I had. There was a team leader who always made decisions with honesty and transparency, even when things got tough, like layoffs or budget cuts. They were upfront about the challenges. Their integrity made everyone on the team feel respected and valued, and it inspired us to give our best. Let's talk about leadership for a moment. Integrity is at the heart of effective leadership. A leader with integrity doesn't just tell people what to do. They inspire action by example. Think about how leaders like Jacinda Ardern, former Prime Minister of New Zealand, she gained global respect for her empathetic and values-driven leadership. She navigated crisis with compassion and integrity, and people took notice. The same applies to everyday leaders, managers, parents, teachers. When you lead with integrity, you build loyalty and trust. You're not just influencing others. You're creating an environment where everyone feels empowered to live by their values. Take a moment to think about the leaders in your life. Who inspires you? And what values do they embody? Reflect on how you can bring those qualities into your life. Integrity doesn't just transform individuals. It strengthens communities and relationships. When we act with integrity, we create a culture of trust and respect. I remember volunteering for a community project where everyone brought different perspectives to the table. What made it successful was that everyone communicated openly, respected each other's opinions, and stayed committed to the shared goal. Integrity wasn't just a personal value. It became the foundation of the group's success. In relationships, integrity is about showing up as your authentic self and holding space for others to do the same. It's about keeping promises, being honest, and building trust over time. Enjoying what you're hearing? Fantastic! To make sure you're always in the loop with the latest episode, just hit that subscribe button. Your support makes all the difference. And hey, this podcast thrives because of awesome listeners like you. So a big shout out for that. And of course, I'm on Instagram. Find and follow me at Christine_Dang. Lastly, looking for more information on what we discussed today? Just cruise on over to thedangoodshow.com, click on the episode you're curious about, and voila, access to the show notes. Now, without further ado, let's jump back into the show. Here's the big question. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? When we live with integrity, we leave a lasting impression, not because we're perfect, but because we stayed true to who we are, whether it's how we raise our kids, lead our teams, or interact with strangers. Those small acts of integrity create a ripple effect that can last for generations. A friend of mine once told me about their grandmother, who was known for her honesty and kindness in their small town. Decades after she passed, people still share stories about her generosity and fairness. That's the kind of legacy I'm talking about. One that inspires others long after you're gone. So, how can we create our own ripple effect of integrity? Here are some practical steps. Number 1, model integrity daily. Now, let your actions speak louder than your words. Whether it's being punctual, following through on promises, or admitting mistakes, these small acts build trust. For example, at work, if you commit to delivering a project by a specific date, make it a priority to meet that deadline. It shows reliability and respect for others' time. Number 2, speak up for what's right. Use your voice to stand up for your values, even when it's uncomfortable. For example, if you witness unfair treatment at a workplace, advocate for change or offer support to those affected. Number 3, encourage others. Recognize and celebrate integrity in others. A simple acknowledgement can motivate people to continue living by their values. You can compliment a coworker who handled a tough situation with grace, or thank a friend for their honesty. And lastly, number 4, mentor and lead by example. Now, share your experiences and lessons with others. The more you lead with integrity, the more others will follow suit. As we wrap up this series, I want to leave you with this thought. Integrity isn't about being flawless. It's about being real. It's about aligning your actions with your values, even when it's hard, and inspiring others to do the same. I'm so grateful you joined me on this journey. This series has been an opportunity to reflect on what truly matters and how we can live more authentically, not just for ourselves, but for the people around us. All right, my friends, that's a wrap on our 3-part series, Living with Integrity, A Path to Authenticity and Fulfillment. Now, if this series has resonated with you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts. What insights have you gained? And how will you bring more integrity into your life? Remember, every choice you make has the power to inspire others. By living with integrity, you're not just shaping your own life. You're creating a ripple effect that can transform the world. Until next time, stay true to yourself. Stay curious, and as always, stay dang good. Much love, C Dang signing out. Thank you for joining us on The Dang Good Show. Remember to swing by our website, thedangoodshow.com, where you can easily subscribe on platforms like Apple, Google, and Spotify to keep up with our latest episodes. Loved what you heard today? A thumbs up and a positive review on your favorite listening platform would be incredibly appreciated. And if our show struck a chord with you, sharing it with just one friend can help our community grow and thrive. Thanks once more for lending your ears to me on The Dang Good Show. Until we meet again, take care and goodbye.